You think she just changed? That something inside her faded, and now she's colder, distant, less interested. But what if nothing actually disappeared? What if the desire is still there, intact, but no longer connected to you the same way? Most men never see the moment it starts. There's no argument, no clear turning point, just subtle shifts. She stops leaning in, stops initiating, stops responding the way she used to. And you tell yourself it's stress, routine, life getting in the way. But deep down, something feels off. You feel it in the silence, in the hesitation, in the way she looks at you now compared to before. This isn't random, and it's not permanent. But if you don't understand what's really happening, you'll keep doing the same things and slowly push her even further away without realizing it. Because the truth is simple and uncomfortable. She's not losing desire. She's losing connection with how she experiences you. And if you miss that, you lose everything that comes with it. You didn't wake up one day and suddenly become undesirable. And she didn't wake up one day and lose interest. This shift was gradual, almost invisible. It happened in small moments you overlooked. A night where she wasn't in the mood and you ignored it. A conversation where she felt unheard. A touch that felt routine instead of intentional. Desire doesn't disappear. It fades when the emotional charge behind it weakens. If you think this is about time passing or age, you're missing the real cause. Women don't lose desire because of time. They lose it because the experience around you stopped activating something inside them. And once that pattern starts, it builds quietly until you're left wondering where everything went. You did what most men believe is right. You became consistent, predictable, reliable. You created stability. But here's what no one tells you. Stability without emotional tension kills attraction. She feels safe with you. She trusts you. But she no longer feels that subtle edge, that anticipation, that spark of unpredictability that once made her respond to you differently. Desire lives in contrast, in polarity, in the feeling that something can happen, not just that everything is controlled. When everything becomes expected, her body stops reacting the way it used to, and you interpret that as distance, when in reality, it's lack of stimulation. There was a time when just your presence changed her state. The way you looked at her, the way you spoke, the way you approached her. Now, you're familiar, predictable, neutral. She knows how you'll act, what you'll say, how you'll respond. And because of that, her mind stops paying attention. And her body follows. Desire is a response. It's triggered. It's not automatic. If your presence no longer creates a reaction, her attraction doesn't disappear. It just goes dormant. And the longer it stays like that, the harder it feels to bring it back. You still look at her, but you don't see her the same way. You stopped noticing the details, the subtle changes, the emotional cues she gives without saying a word. Women respond deeply to being perceived, not just physically, but emotionally. When she feels unseen, she disconnects slowly. And that disconnection reflects directly in intimacy. It's not that she doesn't want connection, it's that she doesn't feel understood in the space where connection is supposed to happen. What used to feel natural now feels expected, predictable, repetitive. There's no build-up, no emotional anticipation, no variation. And without that, intimacy stops being something she looks forward to and starts feeling like something she has to engage with. Desire needs novelty, not extremes, just enough variation to keep her mind and body engaged. When every interaction feels the same, her response becomes the same too, neutral. By the time you realize something is wrong, she's already been processing it internally for a while. She gave subtle signals, changes in tone, behavior, responsiveness. But they were easy to miss if you weren't paying attention. Now, you're reacting to something that, for her, is already established. And that's why it feels harder. Because you're trying to fix something at the stage where it already became a pattern, but patterns can be broken. If you understand what actually triggers her response again, this is where most men get it wrong. They assume desire is gone, that something inside her stopped working, but that's not true. Her body still responds. The mechanism is still there. What changed is the trigger. Desire in women is contextual. It depends on stimulation, emotional state, physical sensitivity. If those elements are missing, the response doesn't happen, not because she can't feel, but because nothing is activating it. Not more effort, not more talking, not more pressure. She needs the right kind of stimulation. The kind that reconnects her body to sensation again. Something that brings back sensitivity, that makes her feel present in the moment, that reminds her how her body is supposed to respond. When that happens, everything shifts. Her reactions change. Her openness changes. Her energy changes, and suddenly, what felt distant starts coming back naturally. They try to fix it with logic, with conversations, with attempts that don't address the real issue. But desire isn't logical. It's experiential. You don't talk someone into feeling something. You create the conditions for it to happen, and when those conditions are right, the response comes on its own. Effort without direction only leads to frustration. But the right trigger changes everything faster than you expect. If you've been noticing these signs, the distance, the lack of response, the feeling that something is missing, this is not the end of your connection. There is a way to bring that sensitivity back, to reactivate what feels dormant, to make her body respond again the way it used to, sometimes even stronger. There's a simple solution designed exactly for this. Something that works directly on increasing sensitivity, enhancing natural response, and bringing back that immediate physical reaction that's been missing. If you want to understand how to bring that back into your relationship, the link is in the description. Don't ignore what you're seeing. This is fixable. And the difference can be felt faster than you think.